We played on the show yesterday that Chaya Raichik, again, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I will completely maintain that I don't care, since she has no interest in respecting the way that other people choose to identify themselves. But she's been like making the rounds, I guess, because just her dazzling charisma is exactly what the right-wing anti-trans movement needs. Promoting her children's book, which likens transitioning into another gender to ice cream and cupcakes that all the kids really want, but they have to go and ask their parents if they should have all of this sugar. I think it says something about her psychology that she thinks transitioning is just like this tasty cupcake. But putting that aside.
Well, wait a second. Let me just add something to this, because in FUBAR we quoted, and I can't remember who the one of like the big sort of fundamentalists, and Raichik is also a fundamentalist. You should understand that she's not a Christian fundamentalist, but she is a religious fundamentalist nevertheless. And there was another one, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he would refer to gay sex. And he was fighting, of course, marriage equality and gay people existing. And this was back in the 90s and the aughts, as like heroin. And if you get a little taste of it, you can't stop. Mm-hmm. And that's why you have to. And there is like everything is set up within a fundamentalist mind view of like, don't bite into that apple. Mm-hmm. You cannot control yourself. In fact, you can see right here, she is wearing clothing that covers her elbows. She's trying to sort of like not stand out for this, but covering her elbows and her knees, because she believes in a fundamentalist version of religion that states if a woman shows her elbows or her knees, it's too much temptation for the men.
Yeah.
And that's a sin.
But to your point about that example in FUBAR too, it's just interesting about where this hatred comes from when they seem to perceive someone's gender ideology or sexual orientation that they're so hateful towards as like the apple that Adam and Eve bite into or whatever. It means that there's some things under the surface that they might, want to acknowledge, but they're not. They're choosing not to, and put their push their hatred outwards. But with all of that prelude here, she went to Congress. She was in Washington, D.C. She tried to troll Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And this is the video that she put out, I guess, in tandem with the Heritage Foundation. Glorious.
I am here outside the Cannon building. I was here last week because I attempted to ask AOC why she lied about me in a committee hearing. She cowered away. She refused to talk to me. So I'm back here today, 1 week later, and I'm going to deliver her an ethics complaint that I filed for lying about an American citizen in a committee hearing.
So AOC, she broke the rules. Believe it or not, there's actually rules on Capitol Hill. And 23 Clause 1 is a big one. You got to act in a way that reflects credibility on the House, and lying about, a U.S. citizen certainly doesn't do that. So we're filing this ethics complaint.
Let's go inside and see if she's there.
What Marjorie Taylor Greene did.
How are you doing? Just dropping off some mail for the Congress.
Hi. So basically, a few weeks ago, AOC lied about me in a committee hearing. Okay. So I tried to come last week and talk to her, but she kind of cowered away, wasn't interested in talking to me. Okay. So together with Mike from the Heritage Foundation Oversight, he helped me file this ethics complaint. So we filed that, and if you can give it to AOC, I would really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And tell her to stop lying about American citizens. Okay.
Thank you.
I just dropped off an ethics complaint at AOC's office, and unfortunately she wasn't there. So we laughed, and then I was walking through the Capitol, and guess who I bumped into? AOC herself. I just delivered an ethics complaint to your office because you lied about me in a committee hearing. I never inspired about her.
No, you're actually super transphobic, and I never want to share space with you. Thank you.
She was nice and stopped to take a picture with me. totally got her.
So epic that she had no idea who I was before I introduced myself.
I'm so lacking in charisma and in respectability and in just like a general sense of memorableness that she didn't know who I was. Totally tricked her.
Here is also that video ends with the Heritage Foundation logo and give you a sense of like either just how sort of like institutionalized this transphobia is within the Republican conservative system. And this is all religious fundamentalism.
Yeah.
It is all religious fundamentalism in an attempt to impose their religious values on the rest of the country. And they're doing this because the number of people who sign up for this religious fundamentalism is diminishing.
And we know that the right is fluid in its targets, but when they choose to target something over a multi-year period and milk it for all it's worth, they'll like blitz. They'll keep at it. We played a clip yesterday from 2013 of Pat Robertson on his show on 700 Club saying, you know, it's a little, I don't know if I agree with it, but if someone wants to identify as a woman, there are people out there, and it's live and let live is basically what he said. And you just see...
But Pat Robertson is the voice of reason, folks.
But you see, like, if Pat Robertson was on, I don't even know if that fossil is still broadcasting, but like, if he was on today and he was asked that question, you know it'd be entirely different.
Yeah.
It'd be 100% different.
Yeah.
Because now they are the group to demonize for other people to make electoral gains or media clicks. Like the group, it's a wheel. The group that they choose to hate shifts, but the tactics remain the same. And right now, trans people are incredibly vulnerable. And Chaya Raichik, deeply disturbed human being. That's all I'll say about that.
War on Santa. Sam, if Trump goes down for falsifying business records, how long before they come for any of us? Did you make a complete and accurate record of that AC purchase and resale? Yes. Are Emma's almonds a legit business lunch? I don't know if she claims those. Is Bradley really logging hours for watching right-wing programming or squeezing in some reality shows? I mean, we all know the answer to that. Don't get me started on expenses related to Matt's audiobooks. Slippery slope, sir. I mean, there's a point you're making. I get it. But what Matt really needs to worry about is more like those, those trademark or rights people coming after him.
Oh, man.
Sam's clogged toilet. Are you really going to stand there and let the Emma Jordy report take over? Soon you'll always be audio only. Beware, my friend. Also, can I recommend a Corky 99 4 Max performance plunger for the office?
What
Saul says to me today, he goes, yesterday, he's like, can I come on the show this summer again? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I'm going to reveal more embarrassing things about you.
Oh!
He's got to be tactful about that.
I was like, well, we'll see.
God, he really has a taste of it, huh?
Oh, yeah.